As November arrives, the U.S. braces for a week of dramatic weather contrasts, setting the stage for a memorable start to the month. Across the country, people are preparing for everything from unseasonable warmth to the first real taste of winter, and the atmosphere is buzzing with anticipation. The first week won't be a gentle slide into winter, but a showcase of record warmth in the plains and Rockies, while the east clings to a brisk, autumnal chill. In cities like Denver and Kansas City, temperatures will soar well above average, inviting people outdoors for one last taste of late-season sunshine. Meanwhile, on the East Coast, residents will bundle up against crisp breezes and the lingering scent of fallen leaves as autumn holds on with a firm grip. A powerful high-pressure ridge will send temperatures soaring in the central states, creating a bubble of warmth that stretches from Texas to the Dakotas. This ridge acts like a shield, blocking cooler air from moving in and allowing the sun to dominate the skies. In contrast, the east remains cool under a stable air mass, with cities like Boston and New York experiencing classic fall weather. Cool mornings, mild afternoons, and plenty of colorful foliage. Meanwhile, the west faces a relentless parade of Pacific storms, bringing heavy rain and mountain snow from Washington to Northern California. These storms are fueled by moisture-laden air from the Pacific, and they'll drench coastal cities while piling fresh snow onto the higher elevations. For residents in places like Seattle and San Francisco, umbrellas and rain boots will be essential this week. Most of the central and eastern U.S. will stay dry and sunny, enjoying a brief respite from stormy weather. Skies will be clear, and outdoor activities will be in full swing, especially in the Midwest and Southeast. But out west, the story's very different, as communities brace for flooding rains and hazardous travel in the mountains. This week highlights how interconnected our weather is: warmth in one region, coolness in another, and storms out west, all tied together. The shifting patterns remind us that what happens in one part of the country can influence conditions elsewhere, as air masses and storm systems interact in a complex dance across the continent. By week's end, a cold front from Canada will sweep south, ending the mild spell and ushering in a much colder weekend for millions. This front will bring a sharp drop in temperatures, gusty winds, and even the possibility of the season's first snowflakes in some northern cities. It's a reminder that winter is never far away, and rapid changes are always possible this time of year. The stage is set for a week of both pleasant surprises and challenging weather. Some will savor the last warm days, while others will dig out scarves and gloves, and everyone will need to stay alert as conditions shift quickly. From outdoor festivals to early snow shoveling, the week will demand flexibility and attention. Nature's autumn drama is in full swing, demanding attention from coast to coast. The changing leaves, shifting skies, and unpredictable weather serve as a vivid reminder of the season's power and beauty, captivating everyone, from city dwellers to rural communities. Let's break down what to expect as this dynamic week unfolds, so you can plan ahead and make the most of November's ever-changing weather story. The week's most striking feature is a sharp temperature divide across the country. From the Rockies through the Midwest, expect temperatures 10 to 20 degrees above normal, more like early October than November. Meanwhile, the eastern seaboard will be 5 to 10 degrees cooler than average, with a brisk autumnal feel. This split is driven by a meandering jet stream, acting as a barrier between warm and cool air masses. On Tuesday and Wednesday, cities like Amarillo may break records, while the I-95 corridor stays chilly. The warmth delays the first hard freeze in the Midwest, while the Northeast sees increased heating demand. This thermal battleground is a vivid reminder of how regional weather can diverge dramatically under a single atmospheric setup. It's a classic case of extremes overshadowing the averages. The nation's weather is anything but uniform this week. The central U.S. will bask in exceptional, possibly record-breaking warmth. Early in the week, cities like Des Moines and Chicago reach the 60s, while Oklahoma City climbs into the 70s. By Tuesday, Amarillo could hit 87 degrees, challenging all-time records for November. The warmth intensifies mid-week, with Texas cities flirting with 90 degrees, and even overnight lows staying mild. This is all thanks to a strong high-pressure ridge, keeping skies sunny and rainfall scarce. While many enjoy the bonus summer-like days, the pattern is unsustainable and will soon break. The plains' warm streak is beautiful, but fleeting. While the plains sizzle, the East Coast settles into a cool, classic November. Monday brings rain and even a touch of wet snow in the higher elevations of New England. By Tuesday, dry but chilly air dominates, with highs stuck in the 40s and 50s from Boston to DC. The Canadian air mass lingers, keeping the region brisk and autumnal. Sunshine returns, but the chill remains, prompting increased heating and a true November feel. Even a dusting of snow in the northeast signals winter's approach. The east anchors the nation in seasonal reality, a stark contrast to the warmth out west. For the east, it's November, as it should be. The west faces a dramatic wet week as a powerful atmospheric river targets the coast. Heavy rain will drench Washington, Oregon, and Northern California, with 2 to 7 inches possible in some areas. The first storm hits Tuesday, followed by another on Thursday, leaving little time to dry out. Flooding, river rises, and landslides are real risks, especially in vulnerable terrain. This wet pattern is a double-edged sword, replenishing water supplies but bringing immediate hazards. For drought-prone regions, the rain is welcome, but the intensity demands vigilance. The Pacific onslaught will define the week for the West. Emergency managers and residents must stay alert. While most of the U.S. stays snow-free, the anticipation of winter is palpable. People are preparing for the colder months ahead, even if the snow hasn't arrived yet. The West's mountains brace for their first major snow event. The skies darken, and the air grows colder, signaling the impending storm. Pacific storms will dump feet of snow in the Cascades and northern Rockies, transforming the landscape into a winter wonderland, building a crucial early-season base. This snow is vital for the ecosystem and the water supply, as it will slowly melt and feed rivers and reservoirs. Ski resorts and water managers welcome the boost, as it promises a good season for winter sports and a reliable water source for the coming year. But travel over mountain passes will be hazardous. Drivers need to be cautious and prepared for icy conditions and reduced visibility. In the east, only the higher elevations of New England may see a fleeting dusting, just enough to remind residents that winter is on its way. More a visual cue than a real winter event. The light snow will likely melt quickly, leaving behind only memories of the first flakes. The central U.S. remains mild, with temperatures staying comfortably above freezing. People continue to enjoy outdoor activities without the need for heavy winter gear, with the high-pressure ridge blocking Arctic air. This weather pattern keeps the cold at bay, allowing for an extended autumn season. This week, winter's grip is limited to the high country, where the snow is already piling up and creating a picturesque scene, while most of the nation enjoys a milder autumn. The contrast between the snowy mountains and the warm lowlands is striking. Elevation and moisture make all the difference, creating distinct weather patterns that vary dramatically over short distances, creating wintry islands amid widespread warmth. For most, winter waits. The snow will come in due time. For the mountains, it's already here. The first snowfall marks the beginning of a new season, bringing both beauty and challenges. The season's first snow is both a blessing and a challenge. It heralds the start of winter activities but also requires preparation and caution. The central U.S.'s warm spell ends abruptly as a powerful cold front surges south by week's end. Friday brings a sharp temperature gradient, Nebraska in the 60s, North Dakota in the 30s. The front's passage means gusty winds, a rapid temperature drop, and scattered showers, or flurries. By Sunday, the cold air dominates, with widespread freezes and morning lows plunging into the teens in the upper Midwest. Some areas will see a 40-degree swing in just days, a true shock to the system. The high-pressure ridge collapses, and the jet stream reconfigures, erasing the week's warmth. It's a dramatic reminder of autumn's volatility, pleasant one day, harsh the next. The nation resets for a colder mid-November. As the second week of November begins, the weather map flips. The east turns cold under a deep trough, with brisk air from the Great Lakes to the southeast. Meanwhile, the west rebounds with a ridge, bringing warmth and dry conditions back to the Intermountain region. Temperatures in the west could again soar 15 to 20 degrees above normal. This classic atmospheric seesaw shows how a change in one region triggers a response elsewhere. By midweek, the western ridge slides east, spreading warmth back into the plains and Midwest. The jet stream's mobility means more frequent, less persistent patterns, no more locked-in extremes. The back and forth will continue as the continent transitions toward winter. November's weather is all about shifting balances and rapid change. The West's brief dry spell is coming to an abrupt end as another major Pacific storm sets its sights on the coast. After a short-lived break in the weather, the region is bracing for a renewed onslaught of wind, rain, and snow, reminding everyone just how quickly conditions can change along the Pacific edge. This time the storm's path is expected to dip further south, bringing the potential for heavy rain not just to Northern California, but also to Central and Southern California, areas that largely escaped the worst of the last system. For cities like Los Angeles and San Diego, this could mean rare, soaking downpours and the first significant rainfall of the season. What makes this system especially concerning is the deep plume of subtropical moisture feeding into it, often called an atmospheric river. This river in the sky could make the storm even wetter, raising the risk of flash flooding and dangerous debris flows, particularly in areas scarred by recent wildfires. Residents near vulnerable hillsides are being urged to stay alert and prepare for rapidly changing conditions. Meanwhile, the Sierra Nevada is gearing up for a massive snow event. Forecasters are calling for 4 to 7 feet of snow at the highest elevations, with blizzard conditions possible in exposed mountain passes. This kind of snowfall can transform the landscape overnight, creating both breathtaking beauty and significant travel hazards. For California's ski resorts, this is a welcome boost, promising deep powder and a strong start to the winter season. The heavy snowpack will also help replenish reservoirs, providing a crucial supply of water for the months ahead, and offering some relief from ongoing drought concerns. The storm's reach won't stop at California. The Great Basin and Central Rockies are also in line for a fresh blanket of snow, reinforcing what's already been an active and dynamic start to winter across the West. These widespread snowfalls are vital for ecosystems, agriculture, and water resources throughout the region. While the East contends with dramatic temperature swings and unsettled weather, the West is locked in a powerful, productive storm cycle that's reshaping the landscape and setting the tone for the season ahead. The rain and snow are desperately needed, but the hazards are real and immediate. Flooded roads, mudslides, and whiteout conditions are all possible, making travel dangerous and requiring extra caution from residents and visitors alike. The West's stormy saga continues, with each new system shaping the region's fortunes and presenting fresh challenges. Communities are coming together to weather the storms, adapting to the ever-changing climate and preparing for whatever comes next. Across the nation, the weather story remains one of extremes and rapid shifts, a reminder of nature's power and the importance of staying informed and prepared as the season unfolds.